Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is actually Let's Talk About It with me, your host Lily, and today I will be continuing my reaction of The Glory, the series, with episode 2, so I will be reacting to that. If you have not seen the reaction for episode 1, I will link it in the description box below so you can check that out. And now, without further ado, we're just going to get straight into it because it's a very deep and heavy show. And also, disclaimer before we get into it, this show does deal with bullying. It is rated TV mature, so there will be sexual situations. They did have a warning of domestic abuse in the last episode, language, smoking, and it could be triggering for certain viewers. So I am letting you know that that is what the show is. That is some of the themes within the show, because it is a show about the bullying of Dong-yoon, who is the main character. So if that might be triggering to you, I do not recommend you continue watching this reaction. I'm putting that out there. I do not recommend you watch this reaction. If any of those themes that I mentioned are triggering for you as a person, I do not recommend you watch this reaction again. And I do recommend one of the other shows that I have on my channel or on my Patreon that might be more palpable in terms of that. I'm just putting that warning out there. So now we will go into episode 2 of The Glory. The perpetrators of the violence do. Especially because ain't not Nan one of them sorry. Not Nan one. A book about the game of Go? What is so interesting about that game? Nothing.
내가 추는 춤. 예뻐요. 어디까지 들었어? 너 다음 주 모의고사야. 안 해보면 더 예쁠 것 같은데.
Excuse me.
가서 한번 보여주시면 진짜 이번 시험 잘 볼게요. 제가 등수 올라야. 쌤.
I am so done with this young man. With this child, this minor. Isn't the age of the consent in Korea 18? What is he trying to do here? Trying to have a relationship with somebody younger than him? I mean, older than him? What is going through this young man's mind? This child's mind? Because it's giving prepubescent. What is going on mentally? And what kind of programming are the parents allowing him to watch to where he would even think he has a chance with a grown adult? You're a minor. Look at the people your age, sir. Not your tutor. What? And then to make such a bold comment like that, it's giving gross. I would never tutor this child again. I'm like, ew. No. What is going on? Who is this man and why does he keep showing up in episode 1 and in this one? They keep showing them side by side. Maybe they have the same mission, the same enemies. Maybe. Oh, I know, oh boy. I've seen him in a couple of different K-dramas. Can't recall his name, but I will remember it eventually.
정의하면 집이 더 많은 사람이 이기는 싸움이에요. 그래서 끝에서부터 가운데로 자기 집을 잘 지으면서 남의 집을 부수면서 서서히 조여들어와야 해요. 침묵 속에서 맹렬하게.
That's a good way to explain it.
선배는 내가 이기고 싶은 사람이 아니거든요.
Oh, she doesn't want him to get caught up in her revenge plans because, you know, it's revenge. So she's gonna mess with... Okay, so she's gonna use the fact that she's a teacher over her daughter to mess with her. Because it doesn't necessarily mean she's gonna be messing with her daughter at all. It just means that this woman will know that the person you used to bully is now the teacher and the overseer over your daughter, and that's gonna mess with her more than anything. I can already tell. Oh, so she doesn't want anybody to know that she's been a bully.
아침마다 날씨 채널을 봐요.
Oh, he misses his girlfriend. That's sweet.
기억하지?
The ass.
되게 오랜만이다.
그러니까.
생각 많이 했는데.
그래?
I know she gonna do something. I don't know what, but I hope it's painful for him. I really do.
아니, 그냥
He's still trash. Still trash. The actor playing him, phenomenal. Phenomenal actor to play such a trash character. However, the character is utterly trash. Wait. Isn't that the same girl that works for the other bully as well? Okay, this might lead to something, because I believe that's the same person, unless she has a twin in the show, but I think that's the same exact woman. Ew. Sir, not you trying to bring up the fact that you were assaulting her back in high school.
정말 너 가게야?
These bullies and their mental... It's not even, you can't even blame it on nothing. They're just purposely off by choice. They're insane.
내용이 세서 혼자는 감당이 안 돼서.
She's gonna destroy them from within. They're gonna destroy one
이런
another.
얘기를 왜 너한테 하냐고. 걔네 밟고 싶은 마음 넌 알 것 같아서.
She's starting with the weakest links first, and then the bigger
난 그때도
ones.
사실 네가 제일 무서웠거든.
아버지 첩벌령 받으시고 사신 시기인데 아들한테 물려주고 싶으셨대. 일부러 전통 만드는 거 로망 있으셔.
와.
That's the crazy ass teacher's son. I knew there was a reason she was trying to talk to him.
요양사며 병원비며.
이게요. 돈 아니에요. 신고할 생각도 없어요.
What do you want then, girl?
이걸로 뭘 하고 싶은지 모르겠지만 반년을 이러는 거 보면 뭘 해도 할 사람 같아서요. 같은 밥 먹고 싶어요. 나도 그쪽 도울 테니까 그쪽도 나 도와줘요.
Yes, our girl is getting allies left and right. Let's go.
구체적으로
Oh, girl. Dang.
Sometimes the forest gives me the relax. You have to be strong. Would you think I'm weird? You know, to hold beers.
Wow. Y'all, this is getting so good. I mean, episode 1 was heavily intense just because it was showcasing what basically led up to her having a revenge plot against these individuals. But now seeing episode 2 and seeing the weirdness of these bullies' lives and how the main bully, homegirl, is trying to hide the fact that she was a bully from her husband. Because if he was to find that fact out, for sure he wouldn't want to stay married to her because it's criminal. And just seeing how they bully one another in present day and they're not sorry for their behavior in present day, it's really eye-opening for people to see, because sometimes people want to say, oh, people change and they evolve and they become better. Not always. Not always. Sometimes people will pretend to change and pretend like they've evolved and pretend like they've become better. And then when their past comes back and it's time for them to take accountability, they don't want to do that sometimes. And this is what it seems like here. So it's going to be deep because she has evidence now about the chairman, and now she has an ally in the chairman's house. And all she wants her to do is kill her husband. And you can kill people and by not actually killing them. You can kill their reputation. You can kill their career. You know, there's various forms of quote unquote killing someone. So when she says for her to kill her husband, that could just mean kill his career, kill his reputation, because those are the type of things, kill his money, Those are the type of things that people like that hold dear, because they're nothing without it. They're nothing without it. They are just basically people who are a byproduct of nepotism, and they've always had it. And they're nothing without their money. They're nothing without their family name. They're not the smartest in the room. They're not the most innovative in the room. They're not the most artistic in the room. They're just average people with money. And they think that that money makes them better. But nah, without it, you would be nothing. Without it, you would have no sense of self. Without it, you would have no talent. Because without your money and your connections, you wouldn't have gotten this far. And that's what we're kind of seeing with these bullies. They're using their family money and their connections to propel them forward. And in some cases, for some of the bullies, it's not working. It didn't work out the way they thought. And it's kind of interesting to see that these people are just trash. Complete and utter trash people, just with money. But still, nonetheless, trash. It's just with money, you can cover a trash person in designer outfits and bags and accessories, and people will think that's an outstanding or an upstanding member of society just because the outside looks good. And that says a lot about society, but I'm not going to even go into all that today. However, I am very interested in seeing how this season will progress because we are on episode 2 of 8. So I will be reacting to The Glory episode 3 relatively soon and be releasing that on Patreon. And then if you are watching this on YouTube, you are most likely did not see the full reaction of this episode because there was some bits where I was just absorbing all of the information, because with K-dramas, there's a lot of information in just one episode. So I was just like being very intense within the scene and not really pausing or commenting too much. And if you want the full version of all of those commentations and things like that, you can check out the link below for the Patreon, and it will be on there. And if you have gotten this far in the video and you are on YouTube, I want to thank you so much. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do those 3 things. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the season. Try not to include any spoilers just in case anybody hasn't seen the episode that you're referring to or doesn't, or if you watch the whole season, try to avoid any spoilers in the comments, or at least say spoiler alert so people will know if they click further then it's a spoiler. Other than that, again, don't forget to subscribe, and I will be back soon with more reactions, especially from The Glory, the series here, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.